Alright, hello everyone, we're back. Hole number 1 tutorial here. I want to give you guys a couple different shot options here. I do want to show you guys a berserker shot, but also want to show you how to lay up here maybe with a marlin ball, so I'll show you probably both. In terms of which to do first, not really sure. You can see both my clubs have very low accuracy. I do want to use a topper for the berserker shot because it's going to give me the opportunity to have that extra topspin. You can see mine's only at a 50. I'm trying to think of when that goes up, and I really can't remember if it's a 7. I think it might go up at a 7. Some a little bit more on that topspin. I know the next is an accuracy boost. Maybe a little bit of guide, maybe a curl. But, you know, aside from that, you know, I want to give you guys kind of two options to go at this one. Maybe this one, maybe today. Why don't we just try the, I don't know which one to do. Let's, I'll just lay up today. Tomorrow we'll add kind of a different approach. Here you can see my thorn, 43 accuracy, 85 backspin. Really be nice to get that up to another level. I don't have it in shop, but what I'm going to try to focus on doing for you guys is just foremost just putting the ball in play. You see I'm going to put on a marlin ball just for a little bit of extra wind resistance, just to give you that extra, you know, mile per hour you might not have to play. But more importantly, just give you that little bit of side spin. I don't know if I'm going to go for a backspin shot or a more of a bounce off the fairway for eagle. So, but here you can see that the wind is very much pointed for you to go for the green. So even at the rookie level, if you're not doing something a little bit aggressive here, you might be kind of leaving a stroke out there. So do keep your eyes peeled for a revision tomorrow from me, as I'm going to try to go a different method from today. But today we're just going to lay up over here. One of the things that you got to keep in mind is make sure that you're driving it down far enough, like my opponent, to where it's clearing those trees. Those trees are now in play. They never used to be, but this is the first week where Milano trees, those ones right in front of the green that I'm pointing out right there, are in play. So what I used to do on this was I'd bring quarterback to this hole. It's a very safe play, especially downwind like that. We can bring quarterback and, you know, safely put this one out in the middle of the fairway. Aside from that, if you're not going to do that, just focus on perfect ball and try to be very methodical with your timing. As you can see, I'm not going to need a lot of power or anything. It's just going to be more about getting the ball out here in play into the opening. But keep in mind that my accuracy on my extra mile is not very high. So if I were to, you know, hit a great ball left, great ball right, it could be the difference between fairway and rough. So that's one of the reasons that I do recommend bringing a quarterback. If you have a little bit more an advanced one than I do, I think I have a quarterback 5 or something. It's very mid-level. It's enough to play this hole. I could probably get it to where my opponent just did with a QB. So just something to think about. If you want to lay up more in that spot, you can get a quarterback out there with a lot more accuracy. My quarterback has 100 accuracy. My extra mile has 29. That is very significant. If you're not hitting perfect ball, it will come into play. So just definitely keep that as something to think about. But here you're going to see me just kind of, I'm going to set up off max club here, which is 2 per ring for this club, I believe. I hope so. I'm going to play it at 2 per ring and try to land it right around here. This is going to be, you know, a ring and 3/4 for my adjustment. Notice how I use the shot button to be very precise with the way that I go about counting rings. Let's see what that looks like. The land zone looked good, but it looks like the way that the ball hopped was much more to the left than what the ball guide showed. So part of that has to do with the wind. You have to factor that in, but also, you know, the fairway, the fringe, they can all be very bumpy and hilly. So you do have to be very precise as well. So just something for you to think about. But also keep in mind, if the wind angle is to the left, that it is going to pitch just a little bit extra to the left. What I was trying to do was maybe just a slight overplay, an over ring adjustment, and it looks like I didn't quite factor in enough. And I've never played these holes. Oh yeah, I have. I've played them on 2 or 4 the other day, but I've never played them with these clubs. So it'll be interesting to see how I go about trying to figure out shots for you guys, as I'm very unfamiliar with what to do here. I really don't have a lot of backspin, so one of the things that I might recommend trying to do is top spinning this up here, either off this rough or hitting a bump shot over here. And I don't think I have enough backspin there to do that shot, so maybe I have to go. And in terms of ring play, you know, you can overplay it. You can see I'm putting the entire target into the rough. Let's see what this looks like. If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to switch my club. Yep, I overplayed the wind anyway. I don't know how that happened. I would have thought that that wind would have resisted that immensely, but not the case there, as I did just nick the north end of that fairway. I expected at 5 rings there to you know, the wind to at least 30% overplay, but I guess at Min Club Sniper there, I played much more spot on max ring adjustment there in that situation. And you know, I guess something to think about is maybe doing this hop shot. I'm just going to switch to Guardian. I think, you know, Guardian's going to be the key. I'm going to have great success. I'm going to be able to get closer than that. You know, to pull off that top spin shot with a long iron can vary greatly with the way that, you know, you can pull it off. So I am going to switch up Guardian for this just to make that my standard wood here, and we'll make the necessary adjustments on the shootouts in the future. But it just kind of goes to show you, when you do bring sniper, especially when you have a limited sniper like me, how it really limits your ability to do much of anything. So good luck there, guys, and catch you guys for hole 2.